Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Kiera, and this is my channel, Dreams of Kiera. Thank you guys so much for coming in today, because I know that if you're watching, then that must mean that you are a part of my soul group. That means that you resonate with me, and for that I'm just so grateful. I'm so thankful for that, because I'm really trying to build a channel where my soul group can come together in a little sacred place. We can talk about all things spiritual, because as a model I have my Instagram account and everything like that, but I really feel like it's important that I have another outlet where I can just be spiritual, you know what I mean, and just release and talk to you guys about things that really matter. And so let's just jump right in. Today we're going to be talking about the divine power of writing and journaling. And for those of you that know me or that have been around me for a while, for about 6 months or so, you know, okay, that I carry a journal with me everywhere, or almost everywhere I go. And when I leave my journal behind, y'all, I'm so sad, because look, let me tell you, okay? Let me tell you. Journaling is like everything to me. It's so much power in writing things down and journaling, and I just wanted to discuss that with you guys, and hopefully we can get things started. Let's start manifesting things that we want, and I just want us all to win. I want us to win, okay? So, and if you see me looking down, it's just because I'm actually looking at what I wrote in my journal. And so let's just get started. Before we get into the spiritual things, I do want to say that I am a spiritual person. I am not Christian. I am not a certain specific religion. I'm just spiritual. So I delve into different traditions and different practices, and then I just bring them here to discuss with you all. Journaling is something that I love, and I hope you love it too, because it really has helped me a lot. So let's just talk about journaling and the background a little bit first. It all started in ancient Egypt. If you guys remember in history class, they used to talk about the ancient Sumerians and how they would write things down with their little symbols and hieroglyphics and things of that nature. And I think it's really cool, because if we look at the civilizations back in those times, definitely the Egyptians were very advanced, like extremely advanced. So I think we should always take notes from things and people that have paved the way and showed us just how good certain practices can be, and how much wealth they accumulated as a people, and how much success they accumulated as a people just from small things that seem ordinary, but it's all about writing. It's about writing. And so we're going to get into it. Okay, so why is journaling a good practice? Journaling is a good practice because for many reasons. Sorry, I lost my train of thought, which I do a lot frequently, so don't judge me. I'm new. Okay, so I feel like there are practical reasons to journal, and there are also spiritual reasons to journal. Practical reasons would be things like it improves your memory, because if you're anything like me, I have a horrible memory. And if I don't write it down, I promise you guys, I won't remember. Like, I could think about something now, and an hour later I will not remember. That's why I carry my journal everywhere I go, because if I have a thought, I could just write it down, jot down what I need to do for the day, and I won't forget, because I can just open up the page and there we go, it's right there. And then journaling also makes you smarter. It improves your vocabulary. You will learn how to use bigger words and just keep your brain working. Who doesn't want to be smarter, right? And so let's talk about things that relate to the spiritual side of journaling, because I think that's why we're here, soul group, and I think that you will like it. So the spiritual side, writing helps you to manifest And if we're, getting into manifesting, right? We want to learn little tips and tricks to help you manifest. And so journaling is like you're taking the thought, right? You thought about it. And that is like in the esoteric, in the ethereal, in the spiritual realms. And then you're taking that thought and you're bringing it into the physical realm. Now, how do you do that? You're taking your thought, right? And then you're writing it down physically on paper. That helps you to manifest things faster and quicker, especially when you're being very specific in your writing, because you're physically writing it out. So that means that you physically brought it into the 3D realm. I think that is so cool, because once you start journaling, you'll see how things start happening. You're more on point, you're more organized, and things start to get done, and things start to come to you that you wrote about a few weeks prior to that. And it also helps to bring things more clearly into your subconscious, because we all know that there's a subconscious and then there's a conscious mind. In your subconscious mind, that's what triggers things to come out through your conscious mind. So the more that you write things down and the more repetition you get, the more it gets into your subconscious mind, and then you push out things that you don't want. You fill it up with things that you do want, and then that helps to create more actions in alignment with what you want. And so I think that is so cool. You guys need to check it out. And finally, writing makes you more aware of events that are going on. You don't always have to write like a to-do list. Like my journal I have everything in here. I write down what I'm feeling. I write down my to-do list. I write down, things that I have made a mistake in the past and what I want to fix. So it just makes you aware of events in your life from an objective point of view. And then you're able to like literally go back into your pages and see how you've grown. Like you can see how you've grown, and it's all in a record. So you have proof that you've grown. That is amazing. And so I think that is really cool about journaling. And then the last thing I want to talk about, and I'm going to close soon because I don't want to make this video too long, is that for me journaling is like such a sacred thing. It's a way that I privately talk to God. Like me and God, we're here. And like sometimes you can't be like so spiritual in the real world sometimes. And so this book right here, y'all, it's me and God right here. Okay, I'm so passionate about it because me and God, me and God. And so the other day I went to Target and I brought all my groceries. I had my journal with me, and then I had my journal in the cart. And then I literally packed all my groceries in the cart and I left. And I left my journal in the freaking grocery cart, you guys. And so I drove all the way home, which is like 15 minutes away. And right before I was about to turn to my gate, I realized I couldn't find my journal and I left it. And you guys, I almost had a panic attack, okay? Like, I U-turned, okay, zoomed out, and I was like speeding through traffic like Fast and Furious, like, yo, like, I was like, no, I need this journal. I don't care who I hit. I don't care if I run a light. Like, I was literally like, I was that serious, y'all. Like, I was very serious about getting my journal back. And thank God it was there. I was so happy. I was so relieved because this thing is so sacred to me. This is how I talk to God. This is all of my thoughts and my feelings and, my passions and my desires all poured into one book. And so for me to lose this, I was going to have a meltdown, like for real. So I thank you, God, for, bringing this back to me. But yeah, so, it really helps you to express yourself. You can write your feelings in here. And like say you're at work and someone's aggravating you, or something is really bothering you, or you're sad and you're depressed, you can just write it down. And when you write it down, that's a way to get it out, and you can start to move on and move forward. But if you keep things inside, it's just going to stay there until you finally let it out or explode, or something crazy. So, and then also You can write, which is very important. You can write your visions and your insights. The worst thing, I think, is when you have such a great idea and you completely forget about it because you didn't write it down, and because, you know, you just thought, you know, oh, I'll remember it, and then you can't even remember what you thought of, and it was like the most ingenious thing, you know, when you thought of it. So for me, journaling helps to ensure that all of these beautiful ideas that I get, I will be able to go back and reference them, and, you know, I love it. I love it. And so before I close, I just wanted to read a quick Bible verse, and I'm going to butcher this name, so please, you know, don't judge me. It's called Habakkuk 2, verses 2 to 3. Then the Lord replied, write down the revelation, and make it plain on tablets so that a herald may run with it. For the revelation awaits an appointed time. All your revelations await an appointed time, you guys. So just because things don't manifest, you know, instantly, if you write it down, I promise you it's going to come true. You just have to wait till the what? Appointed time. It speaks of the end and will not prove false. It will not prove false. That means it's going to happen. Though it linger, wait for it. Though time is going by, wait for it. It will certainly come and will not delay. It will certainly come and will not delay. I think that is such a relief to know that when you write it down, when you write down your revelations, your insights, your ideas, they will come to pass when you put actions behind it and you write it down. You have to write it down, you guys, because that's how you bring it physically here. And you manifest so much faster than if you were to leave it in your brain and then you forgot about it, and then you can't go back and think about it again because you already forgot about it. Like, you guys, you get what I'm saying. And before we go, I just want to say, if there are guys watching, that, you know, guys, journaling is not just a woman's thing or a feminine thing. I actually feel like smart businessmen definitely have a game plan and definitely write things down. So if I find a little boo thing that I see writes his stuff down, I'm gonna be like, oh, okay, he knows something. Like, he knows something. He knows how to manifest, you know what I'm saying? Because he writes things down and he gets his stuff done. And so, and that's why, you know, we sign contracts, because the written word, or we have a signature because a written word is so powerful. And I just want to say, I hope you guys win. I want us all to manifest. I want us all to bring all of our desires, you know, get on that yacht, go skydiving, you know, let's all like come together as a soul group and just manifest, because I feel like that is the best thing ever. And I just hope that this has helped you. I hope that you start, or at least try it for yourself and see. I promise you, if you try it, like, I promise you, you're gonna see what I'm talking about. So bye guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I love you lots. I'll be back next time. Mwah.